Scott Borgeson very much fits the mold of like the pattern of Robert Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, Scott Borgeson, kind of all fit the same wealthy and connected to some shady dealings mold. He was married. They met through, they were both involved with kind of like environmental ocean stuff. And he was attending something. He met her there. And she hired him to be a director for Terramar, which is her company. Her company had no office. It was supposed to be this kind of like philanthropic ocean science-based organization. There's no record of it ever giving any sort of resources anywhere. And although he was the director, quote unquote, he didn't actually do any work for her. And then by like 2014, his wife files for divorce and they start Ghislaine and Scott Borgeson move into this big place in Manchester by the Sea, which is in Massachusetts, big property. So I've been going through like Zillow all day and all these housing records, and all the deeds, and again they were buying things. I don't know if I have it on here. I put it on. Sorry, look at my notes. There you go. But they were buying houses and properties under brand new LLCs, which is a very Jeffrey Epstein thing to do. Like, I'm buying a house. I'm not just going to go out and buy a house and sign the deed. I'm going to create a company that will then buy the house. So they would like create a company 3 days before the house closed, and the company would buy the house. So their names would not be on it, but like they would have pseudonyms. And as you saw, if you saw it in my notes, like I think one of them was like Jennifer Elmax or something like that, which is a person who doesn't exist. You can search. There's no Jennifer Elmax in the US. And she would just like flip her name around and create all these pseudonyms. And then I think she was like Jane Marshall somewhere else. But after he was arrested, because where they lived, they would live very out in the open in Massachusetts. They were not very private necessarily. I mean, they had a huge property. It was well known. They were active in their community. When he was arrested, they got another place in Bradford, New Hampshire that was very private, that was off the grid, that was like down a long, dark driveway. And again, they started it as an LLC. And that's where she was listed, I think, as Jane Marshall, the journalist, I believe is what she decided she was doing. So that is a very interesting relationship.